Hello Pisces, welcome to your monthly reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the month of April 2023. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I'm providing. All right? Remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is the 10 of Pentacles, or discs, coins, diamonds perhaps. Let's fill in the blanks with our Dove and Serpent spread. Wow, there's a lot of earth energy already here. Okay. Also, if there's anything that you need me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments. All right. Finishing up with our Dove and Serpent spread. A lot of major arcana, a lot of earth energy. Earth and major arcana. That's interesting. Let's do our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is the card that we won't look at until the very end of the reading. And we're going to see if that will tie everything together at the end, give us the confirmation that we need. So I ask you to stick around until the end of the video, please. It helps us out with the algorithm, and we get to see that mystery card. So, all earth, a little bit of air, some majors, and more earth. Okay, it's pretty intense. Let's see. We'll start with this 10 of discs that we pulled out first from the deck. Now, the 10 of discs, you're a person, I think, who kind of feel like you're a collector. Could be that you're collecting money. Could be that you're collecting maybe a literal collector. Maybe you are someone who likes to collect a certain type of thing, right? I feel like you are the most comfortable when you have a lot of your things around you. You're the type of person who perhaps has difficulty letting things go. Maybe you have a difficult time throwing things away, because everything is kind of meaningful to you. Not only, though, are things meaningful to you, but I think you look at everything as having some sort of value, and to throw it away, you would be throwing away something of value, and that just sounds kind of silly and wrong, right? So you're someone who's very thrifty, very frugal. I think you definitely know the value of things and of money and of time and of energy. You're not a very wasteful person, You try to really make use of everything. That's another reason, you don't throw something out because you can use that, repurpose it for something else, So you're someone who tries to maximize the potential of everything and everyone, people around you, probably of yourself. I think that you push yourself very hard, and I think that whenever you do something, you try to exceed expectations. You try to really do the best that you can to fulfill things 150%, Sometimes I think that this leads to you not really knowing when something is kind of beyond its usefulness. Maybe you have repurposed things so many times that it's just kind of worn out now. It's just nothing else to really do with it but throw it away. I don't know if this is more of a metaphor or if this is kind of literally what you're doing with physical objects, okay? But I feel like there is something that we keep trying to reuse, and it's just kind of worn out. It's just not as good as it once was. It doesn't have the same integrity that it once had. Okay. I think that somewhere in the recent past there was a situation that made you feel a little isolated, a little closed off. I think that this is kind of an idea that I think there was something to do with probably happened at work or something like that, but there was something that really not offended you, but really hurt your feelings. Okay? And I think from that moment on, you started to kind of build more walls around you. You started to maybe collect more stuff in order to insulate yourself from the rest of the world a little bit more. Again, maybe literally, but also metaphorically. I think there are these very tall and very, very thick walls around you now. And I think we keep collecting more things. We keep trying to find a reason to hold on to everything. Because maybe something was taken away from you. Maybe something was lost. Maybe something was kind of ripped away from you in a way that hurt. And in a way that you don't want to experience again. And so we're collecting, we're building, we're insulating. Okay? And I think this has been going on not for a very, very long time, a few months, maybe a couple of years at the most. Okay? Where you've kind of have noticed that you're in this insulating energy, behavior. Again, it could be literally. It could be that you are filling your life with things and you don't want to part with these things. You don't want anything else to be taken away from you. Okay? You don't want anything else to be taken away from you. And down beneath the surface there is that kind of, that thing being taken away. The 7 of discs. It is maybe it was more of an opportunity that was taken away. It was this great success that you were working toward. You were almost there and something was taken away from you. Right on the verge of this tremendous accomplishment, and it was ripped away. Okay? It was ripped away. I think this is the underlying factor. I think that is the feeling of loss in a way, but the feeling of you just about to take something, collect something, earn something, achieve something, and somebody else came and took it from you, snatched it out of your hands, so to speak. So I think it is that feeling that we are trying to prevent. We are trying to insulate ourselves from that kind of pain or of that kind of negativity. This is kind of a dark looking card here, down beneath the surface. So it feels to me like there's this collecting, there's this insulating, so that nothing can or will be taken from us again. Because because people can't get through to us to take anything away. They can't get close enough. And I feel like you are kind of looking at it as this kind of force field. Kind of a force field. Now, with this card, it is ruled by the moon in Taurus. This is, we're kind of using our possessions here in order to protect ourselves emotionally. Okay? We're insulating our lives both physically and energetically, emotionally. So people can't get through to us. People can't hurt us. People can't take anything away. And I think that you have enough insight and understanding about yourself to observe this taking place. You're aware that this is happening in your life. And I wonder if this knowledge, this awareness, this observation is not really enough to counteract some of this activity, right? It's not enough to just be aware of what we're doing if we don't really have the desire or the power to stop it, you know? So I think that is where you are dealing with your kind of biggest trouble this month is this knowledge. It's like you can see yourself doing these things, but you can't really prevent them. You know, you can't stop yourself from doing these things. A lot of earth energy here. A lot of feel it's kind of like a hoarding of energy, maybe even of actual things, you know. Interestingly, what we see in the immediate future, maybe your more ideal future is this Magician Mercury Magus card. This is kind of a double-edged sword here, because Mercury is the trickster. So Mercury is this ability that you have of manifesting whatever it is that you want in your life. It's like you have the ability. It's kind of you have the Midas touch, right? Everything you touch turns to gold. Everything that you reach for, you attain. The joke is, you turn everything to gold. Oh, you can't eat. You can't enjoy things. The people that you touch, the food, everything now is gold. Or you have the power to collect everything, to bring everything into your life that now it's suffocating you, that now it's just too much. You're being kind of overrun by these big mountains of things, of energy. And that's kind of the trickster nature of Mercury here. Yeah, you can have what you want, but at the end you're going to realize there's a limit, you know, that it can go to the extreme. It's not what you want anymore. You know, you realize that you didn't quite want this exactly. You know, it's just to kind of be careful what you wish for. It's, you know, when dealing with a jinn or a genie in a lamp kind of thing, you know. You have to be very careful how you word, how you express your wish, because it's going to be granted in such a way that you're going to wish it hadn't. So this is your ability to really control your fate, control your destiny, to manifest what it is that you want. But I think that there's this difficulty expressing what we want in such a way that doesn't go so extreme. You know, we have to find a way to temper it, to balance it. And I think that's why we've got the Temperance or Art card here. Because this is a card that's trying to go the middle road, trying to moderation. We don't need to go to one extreme or the other. I feel like when you manifest something, when you will something into existence, when you create something, you don't know moderation. It has to be the most intense, most extreme version of it. And I think that's why we are insulating ourselves so much. It's, yes, we want to be protected. We want to safeguard our hearts. We don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to get hurt. But that can be taken to the extreme, where now we are sitting in the center of this just huge mound, and it's impenetrable. We can't get out even, and let alone can someone else come in. So it's been taken a little bit too far, right? So we need to learn a middle road. We need to learn moderation, balance, equilibrium. You know, everything must contain its opposite, otherwise it's going to go to the extreme and it's going to become its extreme opposite. And then we have no control. It's almost as if our magic wand is kind of has gotten loose, has gotten out of control, and we're not holding it anymore. It's just out there doing whatever it wants. And it knows no bounds. It knows no limits. What we see also is this Prince of Pentacles. I think this is starting to utilize some of this air energy that we see with this self-awareness, this understanding, this observation, and starting to try to do little things at a time to correct the situation. You know, just baby steps, one thing at a time. one thing at a time. You can't do everything all at once. It just needs to be small efforts, but consistent efforts. Okay? And I think once this Prince of Discs gets that order, it's going to just keep working. One day at a time, one thing at a time, but consistently. For days and days, for as long as it takes. You know? Consistent, sustained efforts over time are going to correct this situation. And I think you're going to be removing enough of the insulation that your antenna is going to be like able to receive again, you know, and you're going to get these affirmations from the world, these synchronicities. You know, these things are going to start happening now because you've created at least enough space in your life for them to happen. You know, we've got to clear a little bit of this stuff out so that there's room for things to happen. There's room for growth. There's room for new connections. There's room for an increase of the things that we do want, the things that really matter. Right? You've stuffed your life full of all of these things that now there's no room for any of the love. There's no room for any of the divinity, the grace, the blessings, the bliss. There's no room for for the spirit even to get in, you know, because we're so kind of clogged up. So by eliminating some of this, we create some space, making room, right? Not making another room that we can stuff full of things, but clearing out the rooms that we have, right? So that we can receive this grace and this divinity, and we can receive this Empress energy, this love, this support, this care, this nurturing, this success and this fulfillment that's coming in through other people, through our relationships, our loved ones, friends, family, through the universe, through the divine, through God, Goddess, deity. We have to create room in our lives to receive these things. And to end this reading with this one, with the Empress, is telling me that you really have a great potential for success in your life, or whatever it was that originally set this off, that thing that you were about to attain, it got kind of pulled away, got ripped away from you. That thing, that experience, that fulfillment, that success is still out there. Maybe in a different form, in a different place. But you have to go out and get it. You have to create room in your life for that thing to come in again, so that you can go out and get it and bring it home. You know? I'm curious what this mystery card is going to be. I'm not getting much of a feeling. There's just, things feel so clogged up. You know, it's like there's just like the drain is clogged and the sink is not, you know, there's water in the sink, it's not draining out. Maybe this will be some water energy. Maybe this is some water energy. Don't see a lot of that here. You know, we see a little bit of water with this priestess energy, with this empress energy. It's some watery, you know, elements to it. But we don't see any real cups energy. So let's see what this mystery card can give us. Well, this is some fire energy. Yeah, I can see the fire energy being very useful here. And this is the 8 of Wands. This is quickness. This is not thinking, just doing. Okay? So it could be this 4 of Swords that we see at the top of the path of the dove. That's a lot of observation, a lot of recognition, a lot of being aware of what's going on, but just kind of sitting there. Sitting there with this knowledge, not doing anything about it. That feeling of being still kind of powerless to do anything. It's like you're aware that this is going on, but you can't move your body and do anything. So this is that lightning bolt. This is that thunder that is going to literally startle you awake and get you moving. Now, I hope that you start moving before this 8 of Wands becomes something drastic from the universe, some kind of major event that now you don't have a choice. You know, something urgent, something emergent that you have no choice but to act now. So it's better for you to act of your own volition, to use this air energy to wake up your Prince of Pentacles and start doing things slowly, step by step, one day at a time, consistently, persistently. Rather than there being some major event, some urgency that really takes the power away from you and just says, you got no choice now, you've got to do it. Okay, this is kind of, it's already too late almost with this one. But I think that if this drags on, there will be this wake-up call. There will be something where the universe just kind of claps its hands and the whole world shakes, and you've got no choice but to start moving. Start doing the work, you know. I hope it doesn't come to this. And I think through your sustained efforts, through beginning the process now, even if it's slow to start, that's okay. That's okay. You'll pick up speed as you go, because you'll start to see how good it feels. You'll start to see the benefits of clearing out this space, and you'll start moving faster and faster. It'll start to really make a difference. You'll see the progress, you know. We're going to see our way into the extended. If you want to stick around, you can click on the link that's right up here, and that'll give you access to all of the extended readings. We do these monthly readings. We also do weekly readings, so I encourage you to go watch your weekly readings, watch your different placements, watch your sun sign placement, your moon sign placement, and your rising sign placement too. Maybe even check out your Mercury and Venus placements, okay? I appreciate you being here and for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you have not yet already done so, and share the video with your friends. That's the best way to kind of help us grow so that I can continue doing these and do more of them. And, you know, if you have any feedback, let me know. Leave me a comment. Again, we're going to do the extended. Click on the link. This was your monthly reading for April 2023 on Dove and Serpent Tarot.